Okay, so guys, in the Citrix, we are having three type of database. Okay, so to handle the database, we are having only one option from Microsoft, which is SQL Server. Okay, so in SQL Server, we have to create three database. So first one is your site database. What is site database? It will store all the logs, how we have configured our site, what are the options we have selected while configuring the site. So all those logs will be stored into a site database. So what is the monitoring database? So monitoring database is nothing. It will monitor the hardware utilization of your virtual machines or your hypervisor. Means if your hypervisor is getting overutilized, means more than 90% of CPU or memory or hard drive, whatever it is, so it will give some alerts into the system, right? Your hypervisor is overutilized. Okay. And what is the logging database? Into the logging database, you will get all the logs, like when users are logging in, when users are logging off, when you are Citrix administrator. Means if you are a Citrix administrator and if you have modified any changes into the database or into the site, so all those kind of logs will be stored here into the logging database with your name and with the time. At what time, whatever the operation you have performed, each and every logs will be there into the logging database. Any doubt here, guys?
No.
No? Perfect.
Yes. Sir, I have one question.
Yeah, you can
In
ask,
this
man.
logging database, can we consider director as a logging database?
Yeah, director is a
Uh,
tool. Na?
it
Basically,
gives an
director it is a tool. It will pull out the logs from SQL server only. Okay. So we means we are the engineers, right? We are not the SQL developers. Okay. So we need some console to pull out the logs. Okay. So for us, that console is data director. Okay.
okay.
Means as an engineer, you are having two options. Either you can log into the SQL if you need, if you are having very good skill into the PowerShell script and how to run SQL script, right? So you can simply put some command in SQL database and you will get the result. But if you do not have that much skill, so you must have to use the director. Why? Because director it is a GUI tool. In director, you will get options. If you want to pull out the reports, you can pull out the reports and you will get options over there in English. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Perfect. So click on next. So license server we also installed on the same machine, like this machine only, DDC only. So right now what it is doing, it is just validating the database and it will create three database in the SQL server by name, logging, monitoring, and the site. Guys, please allow me a minute. I'm getting one call on my mobile. Okay, I'm going on mute. Yeah, hi guys, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so basically what we did, we have configured the license server on the single machine like this machine only. So that is the only reason why it is showing the local host as a host name, right? So if you have configured the license server on the separate virtual machine, okay. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to replace the host name, local host with the IP or host name of that license server machine. So by default from Citrix, we are getting 30 days of trial license, but if you have already having any license, right, so what you can do, you can click on use exchange license and you can click on allocate and download, and you will get some code from Citrix to for the license, okay. So you can enter the code and you can click on the allocate license. So right now it is grayed out for us. Why? Because we do not have any license, right? But by default we are having 30 days of trial license, so we are good with the 30 days trial license. Any doubt here, guys?
No, sir.
No.
But how many license we are getting here?
30
Like,
days trial license for at least 500 users.
okay, okay.
Okay, I think 30 days are enough to learn the things. Okay,
Yes.
okay, simply click on next. Now it will ask you to enter the hypervisor connection. So in Citrix we are having three hypervisors which are compatible with the Citrix data center. So first hypervisor is Citrix hypervisor. Second hypervisor that you can connect, that is Microsoft like Hyper-V. Earlier it was known as Hyper-V, but now they guys rename it to System Center Virtual Machine Manager. And third one, it is from the VMware, which is known as vSphere client. Okay, so right now we are good with the Citrix hypervisor. Why? Because we are having that hypervisor only, but in production you may get like a Hyper-V or VMware vSphere client as well. Okay, so there is nothing wrong with that. Any hypervisor you can use. Okay, but only GUI tool will be the different. Means in Citrix hypervisor you will get to create virtual machine option on the left hand side. In Hyper-V you will get that same option on the right hand side. Okay, that means only GUI based different you will see. Rest of the things will be same. Okay. So now it is asking to enter the hypervisor address. Okay, so for the same what we can do, we can go to the hypervisor and we have to check the IP address of this hypervisor. So in our case, hypervisor IP is 10.101. Okay. So what I can do, I can go to the DTC and I can enter the IP like HTTP colon double slash, not this slash, I think this slash, no, this one only, and 192.168.10 sorry, 10 dot, it was 101 or 102, what it was?
100, I guess.
It's a no 10.101, right?
101.
Okay, so let me enter it. So what we are doing here, we are just connecting hypervisor to our site. Username for hypervisor is root. Why? Because it is in Linux flavor, and in Linux we are having root user. Okay, I must have to enter the password for my hypervisor, but the password I have created, and connection name I can mention like Citrix hyphen hyp for hypervisor, and this is my first hypervisor, so I can mention hypervisor 01. Click on next. So what it will do, it will just validate the credentials whatever I have entered. So credentials are validated. Now in production you will find shared storage everywhere. Okay guys, can anyone explain me what are the shared storage and what is the difference between the local storage?
Share storage means, suppose is there any shared drive we are using, okay, from any server.
Mm-hmm.
And local storage means it's a physical server from where we can use the storage from that server only.
Okay, means shared storage means we can store all the user data on the centralized location. And if we come to the local storage means your local laptop or desktop is storing that data. Means if your local hard drive goes down, in that case you will lost each and everything, right? But
Yes,
if you
correct.
are having your data on the shared storage, that means if your hardware goes down, nothing will impacted. Your data still be there on the shared folder, right? So in
Yes.
production, you will find shared storage like iSCSI storage or like network storage. Multiple types of storage will be there with the IP address. But in our learning phase, we are going to use the local storage of the hypervisor what we have allocated to this server. Click on next. So here is a selection. Our operating system will be on the local storage and temporary files also will be on the local storage on Gen server 01. Click on next. And for the network name, you can mention anything, but it should be identical. So what I can do, I can mention Citrix hyphen HYP for hypervisor, hyphen N, it is for the network, and hyphen 01 means that is now indicating for me like this network resource is pointing to my hypervisor 01. Okay, and it stands for the network. Any doubt here in this naming convention?
No.
Okay, click on next. Additional feature is FB publishing. So guys, this feature is not for you right now. When you will be with me for L2 or L3 kind of preparation, then I will let you know what is this feature. Okay. Before that, you must have to cover L1 things. Okay. Click on next. I'm skipping that part for now. So this is a summary what we have selected. Our site name is India Delhi. These are the three database like site database, monitoring and logging. This is your delivery controller. This is a license server port number, and this is a network name or connection name what we have selected. This is our hypervisor IP address, and we have selected local storage for to store the virtual machine or operating system. Click on finish. So in some time it will create a site for us. Guys, if anyone have any cross question or any doubt, please ask. I want this session to be interactive, not to be silent. Okay. That is the only reason why I added you guys. You can ask anything, even if you are having any silly question in your mind, na, you can ask. I will be more than happy to answer that. Okay. It's not means I'm not judging you guys. I know you guys are fresher. Okay. So that is not an issue actually. Because at somewhere around 2013-14, I was also the fresher. Okay. On that time, I don't even know what is Active Directory, right? But my manager, he pushed me into the Citrix actually forcefully. He did the good thing, but on that time, I was completely blank actually. So if you guys have anything in your mind, you can ask. Even if you are having any silly questions, like if you are unable to understand the basic things, that is not an issue actually. We can cover it. But if you have to
सर
ask,
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है,
बोलो ना.
ये हाइपरवाइजर है ना,
हाँ हाँ.
ये डिफरेंट मशीन है या सेम इस मशीन के ऊपर है जो
ये
सर्वर के ऊपर?
डिफरेंट, ये एक फिजिकल सर्वर होगा जिस पे हम सारी
या,
वर्चुअल मशीन क्रिएट करेंगे.
हाँ ठीक है, ओके।
ठीक है. ये मीन्स ऐसा नहीं होगा कि ये वर्चुअल मशीन हाइपरवाइजर कभी भी वर्चुअल मशीन नहीं होता है. ये एक फिजिकल सर्वर होता है जिस पर हम
ठीक है,
वर्चुअल
ओके।
मशीन क्रिएट करते हैं. ओके.
हाँ ठीक है, ओके, राइट।
Okay. Anyone? Any other question, guys?
As of now, no. Maybe later.
Okay, so right now our site is configured. Okay, so I think that is done for today. And from tomorrow, tomorrow you all of guys available, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Tomorrow,
Evening time
Yes.
tomorrow is
or
Sunday, right?
8 p.m. now.
No, not on 8 p.m. Loyal, at what time you will be available tomorrow?
So normally I go to church in the morning. I will be back 10:30
10:30 Indian Standard Time or UK or
UK
ET
time.
time? UK time. So can you please convert that time into Indian Standard Time so that we can
10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. I think 3.
3 p.m. in the
Yes.
afternoon for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, Tarun, will you be available at 3 p.m. tomorrow?
Actually, tomorrow also I have an invitation. Can we connect on the same time, like 8 p.m. IST?
So invitation for marriage or what? What kind of invitation you are getting from last 2 days actually?
एक्चुअली मेरा एक दोस्त का उसका बेटी का जो है ना वो राइस सेरेमनी.
Okay, okay. Okay, so I think we can discuss it right now. So, Loyal. Okay, so Tarun, just let me know
Hmm.
what is the timing for that invitation? Means when you have to go.
Okay, I need to go to like 2 p.m.
2 p.m. in the
IST.
afternoon, right?
Yes, yes. दोपहर का
And
खाना खाना है.
okay, and when you will be back?
It's like around maybe 5 or 6.
5 or 6, right? So, okay, so Loyal, is
जी.
it fine for you to connect like 6 p.m. IST?
हाँ, मेरे लिए ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं.
And what about you, Mayur?
Okay, sir. Good for me. No problem.
तो हम लोग एक काम करते हैं कल 6 बजे या 6:30 बजे फिक्स कर लेते हैं। ओके, एक
ठीक
काम
है,
करते
चले.
हैं, 6 डिसाइडेड है, हम 6:30 करते हैं। अगर कोई ऊपर नीचे किसी का 15-20 मिनट होगा तो एटलीस्ट 6:30 तक ज्वाइन कर लेगा। ओके,
चलेगा, मेरे लिए चलेगा, कोई बात
तो
नहीं.
फिर मैं एक काम करता हूँ, 6:30 का मीटिंग इनवाइट सबको भेजता हूँ कल का। ओके,
ठीक है, ओके.
और
ग्रेट.
अगर
Okay.
किसी को कोई इमरजेंसी आता है, कुछ तो भी होता है, तो एटलीस्ट 2 घंटे पहले प्लीज इन्फॉर्म कर देना। ओके, मैसेज कर देना, कुछ तो भी कर देना। ओके,
ठीक है, ओके, कोई बात नहीं.
तो इन दैट केस मीन्स मैं सबको इन्फॉर्म कर पाऊंगा एटलीस्ट। ओके,
ठीक है, चलेगा.
Okay.
okay guys, so I think it's almost I think what is the time in India? मेरा कैलेंडर भी यूके का ही चलता है यार। ओके, okay, it's almost,
9:43.
yeah, it's almost 10 here in India. Okay,
Done,
okay,
okay, right.
okay
Okay,
guys,
thank
so
you.
yeah, thank you everyone, bye bye, have a nice day, we'll connect
सर एक
tomorrow।
मिनट.
हाँ बोलो ना।
हेलो.
हाँ बोलो बोलो।
हाँ हाँ, I need to talk to you with regarding that lab part.
Who is this?
तरुण.
तरुण, वो हम ऑफलाइन डिसाइड कर लेंगे ना, मेरे को कॉल कर लेना मोबाइल पे। ओके,
ओके ओके देन.
ओके, थैंक यू, बाय।
बाय.
Thank you. Bye.